Well, good morning. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock Eastern and it's Wednesday. So come on in and join me live, or perhaps you will watch the replay. So go ahead and say hashtag replay. Now, I was going to talk about something completely different this morning, and on my way to drop my kids off to school, I actually got something else. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with it. And what's interesting is don't tune me out, because what I'm going to say you might think doesn't apply to you in the next 30 seconds, but it really, really does. So last week, I was at doTERRA's convention. Don't tune me out. And it was so refreshing. Now, this has nothing to do with the business side. This has nothing to do with me getting you to purchase essential oils or amazing supplementation from me, although we should talk. But this has nothing to do with that. It was so refreshing because I did not realize how much of the culture has really spoken into my life over the past 10, 11, 12 years. And here's what I mean by that. Dr. Hill, who is one of my favorites, and I literally used to have, not tons of dinners with him, but sat across the table, got to look into his eyes. And I remember him addressing the room, the arena, right? And he said, we could have taken traditional route of marketing and spent a bunch of money to make doTERRA known, but instead we invested in you. You see, I have been told my whole life who I am and whose I am, meaning God's. I have been absolutely spoken into about I have specific strengths, gifts, and talents that are mine from Creator God. They are specific to me. So this whole don't know who you are and don't walk confidently, or walk quietly and don't step on toes, or go ahead and just if you come across intimidating or, you're too much for people, that doesn't resonate with me. That doesn't resonate with me because I want to look at you. And while I never want you to feel like you're intimidated by me, okay, that's never my intent. I want to look at you, and I want to look at what you're good at, and I want to look at your strengths and your gifts and your talents, and I want to speak life into those. I want to look at you and say, you are created by Elohim, Creator God. He made you different than anybody else, and I want to see you come alive. Now, that is not coming from a place of pride, because if you were to see me in my quiet place, I can be as broken as they come. Okay, I always never. It's not that I want to get on here and cry, but I want to be so transparent and real with you guys. I'm in my car this morning and I'm praying. Y'all know how I take my kids to school. We gonna pray and we gonna pray in tongues before I drop them off at that Baptist school. And so we do. And this morning, I found myself in such gratitude. Do you recognize? Oh my goodness, I hope you are on still. Do not tune me out. I know I'm chatty maybe for a minute. We have the only God who literally came to earth wrapped up in a flesh suit to be mocked and spat upon, to be whipped, bruised, and put a crown of thorns in his head. The God, creator of the universe, Yahweh, came down to become Yahweh Yeshua. Oh my goodness, go ahead and read in Philippians in the Passion. I could just go off right now. To die a gruesome death for you and for me. Let me just pause there. That is the God who loves you, and he loves you so much that he created you so specially, so specifically, so individually. You! So what in the world are you being shut down and shut up for? Y'all wouldn't believe it, but I've lived my life pretty loud. Not in an Okay, I'll get out of my car. Hopefully you can still hear me. So anyways, I've lived my life pretty loud. Not in an obnoxious way. Okay, that's not what I'm advocating for here. But instead, strong in the fact that I know who I am and whose I am. And so to just be in a space that said, know who you are and what you have at your fingertips. Know that you have something to give. Know that you have a voice that needs to be heard. What do I mean by that? This world is full of hopelessness. It's full of lies. It's full of darkness. It's full of just the enemy wreaking havoc. And I think it's time that you and I as believers get a little bit louder. Get a little bit louder about who we are because of who we serve. Get a little bit louder about walking in our strengths and what we're good at, standing tall and being confident in that, not because I'm anything special. I heard a saying last week that literally said, don't gloat in how great you come off. Jesus can make anybody good. What? Jesus can make anybody look good, I should say. Jesus can make anybody look good. Isn't that so true? Oh my goodness. May you tap in to who he created you to be. Tap in to who he created you to be. And walk so strong in that calling. I'm going to touch on this another day, but listen. No, I'm going to touch on that another day. I'm going to let y'all go. It's a beautiful day in Georgia. Can you see this? It's so beautiful. It's cold a little bit and my toes are bare, but that's okay. So it was refreshing to be in a place that reminded me that I have a voice and a gift and a strength and talents that are specific to who I am. And I'm only saying this. Don't sit there and say this is just Amber. That's a lie from the devil. You have strengths. You have gifts. You have talents that are specific to you. May they come alive in this season. May they come alive. Do not let the enemy shut you up. Do not let little voices all around chirping. That's why I call them. They just chirp. Don't let them shut you up. You are divinely created to bring glory to the only one who deserves glory. Oh my goodness. And I want to talk to you. If you're sitting there feeling like you're not walking in your strengths, or you don't even know how to make your strengths come alive, or maybe you work a 9-to-5 job and you literally are like, get me out of this place. I want to talk to you. You do not have to be bound there. You do not have to be stuck there. That's a lie from the devil also. All right. Have a blessed, incredible, amazing day.